Hey there, this is a pre-playoff Friday night breakdown I'm doing. This will be for the Giles and what looks to be Grayson County. Everybody thought we were going to play Naras. That's what we was all hoping for. I know the players was hoping for that. The official brackets don't come out until Sunday, which is tomorrow. But everything I'm hearing from people close to the situation, it sure does look like Grayson. And it looks like because the reason we don't get Naras, we missed it by 1 point. I think Fort Chisholm had 156 points, we had 155. And the reason we lost out was because mainly was because James Monroe beat Bluefield, and we needed Bluefield to beat James Monroe. How the point system breaks down, it's hard to explain all of it. But that's what happened, and so we're going to Grayson County. Now, Grayson County beat us pretty good the last time we played them, and everybody, and I have said it myself, that we probably didn't have a chance against Grayson. We play them again. But I started thinking about that, and I think we do. I think we do have a chance. The kids, now Grant was a senior night last night when we beat Fort Chisholm. But guys, you all can play that way every game if you set your mind to it. You played good. Still room for improvement, a lot of room for improvement. But you played good. You played really good. We've gone back to the single wing. We're running it really well. And I think I'll play an advantage Friday night when we play Grayson. Because they seen that new offense we ran last time. I realized it didn't hit me when I was thinking about it. We were coming off the loss to Naras last time we played Grayson. And I think the players were still in shock over how we lost the game. Matter of fact, I think losing to Naras, it kind of just sent the whole season to a tailspin, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think the kids ever recovered. I think they thought the season was kind of lost, to be honest with you, and that's just how the season rolled the rest of the way. And they played kind of inspired ball, and like I said, it just kind of went from there. But you still fight and win, and maybe still get Naras somewhere down the road here in the playoffs. It's not a lost cause yet. And your ultimate goal to win a championship, hey, still could be there. You have to win 5 games. 5-game win streak. That's what it takes. It's 0-0 now for everybody. And Grayson's proven that they can be beat. George Wythe did it. So, guys, look, you need to come out and play some really good focused ball Friday night. You really, really need to be focused. You can't worry about Naras. Naras is over with. Naras is over with. Third, fourth week season, whatever it was. You want a shot at them, you got to keep winning, having a shot with them, and to maybe knock them off in the playoffs. That's not out of the realm of possibility right now. Line, you have got to block. You have got to put everything you have into your blocking. You've got to stay on your blocks until the whistle blows. I don't know what has happened and why we just hit and stand straight up. And as I've said in many other videos, as Coach Kelly used to call it, would be titty blocking. You're basically titty dancing. You're chesting up and dancing around, basically. Get your shoulders, get them shoulder pads on those hips and drive those guys out of there. Move them till the whistle blows. Coaches need to make sure you tell the refs, hey, look, we're blocking till the whistle blows. So if you want the player with, you better blow that whistle, because our guys are going after it until that whistle blows. And that's how you need to do. You linemen, on offense and defense, you've got to be the nastiest people on the field. The running backs aren't going anywhere without a hole. You guys have got to be the anchor of the ball team. Offense, linemen, you've got to make the holes. Defense, you've got to clog the holes. You've got to clog the holes. It's not a glorious job, but in defense, you've got to clog the holes so the linebackers can flow and get and make the tackles 90% of the time. You defensive backs, I'll get to that in a minute. But offense, guys, look, man, if you can beat this team, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. They are a good team. They are a big team. They can pass. They're very efficient in things that they do. But we can score. We have proven we can score, especially since going back to the single wing. So, guys, man, you guys really got to push it. Pound them. I don't think they really want to be hit. I don't think they've really been hit all year until George Wythe, I think, smacked them in the mouth and knocked them back. They didn't recover that whole game. So, guys, come out and smack them right in the mouth. What happened last time happened last time. I understand, you lost in errors, you were shocked, you thought everything was over with, you didn't have time to recover. But here's your chance. Here's your chance to do something. You've heard everything everybody has to say. You have a chance to prove people wrong and to prove to yourselves that you can win big games. So that being said, like I said, line is on you. Offensive line, it is on you to be able to move the ball. Running backs, you have to hold on to the ball. You cannot be putting the ball on the ground. You cannot throw interceptions. If the guy is not there, run it on a pass play. But for goodness gracious, please don't zero in on one guy. You have guys open. You've got to be able to get the ball to other guys. You've got to be able to look over your reads and line back to you. You've got to be able to pass block. You've got to hold the guys off so the running back / quarterback has time to look over who he needs to throw to. You guys have got to hold these guys off. Like I said, you're chest blocking, you're titty blocking. Lock these guys up and don't let them through. Have some pride in what you're doing. Quit helping these guys up during the game. I'm sorry, that may sound bad, but you're at war. After the game's over with, hey, pat them on the rear end, whatever you want to do. Say, hey, buddy, whatever y'all do now, let's go play PlayStation and let's go do whatever you do. I don't care. But during that game, you need to treat it like a war. I'm sorry, I don't feel you need to be helping them up, especially every single play. Let them know it's a war. And your teammates are your brothers. If there's a cheap shot, hey, go take up for them. Now, don't be foolish and make stupid penalties, but take up for them. Let them know, hey, you're not doing this. You're not doing this. Make their house your house. But snapping the ball, you've got to make sure it's getting there. We're making little mistakes that are killing us. I know there's been some penalties called on us, our alignment. It was just absolutely absurd by the referees, and there's nothing much you can do about that. There really isn't. It's a shame. It's a shame because I've seen some really good blocks out there and some good places that got called back because of stupid penalties that should never been called. But like I said, what can you do? There's really nothing you can do about it. You just got to man up and come back next play and try to get that yards back. But as far as offense, that's it. Line, it depends on you. Running backs, you got to hold on to the ball and hit the hole hard. Hit the hole hard. If they're going to tackle you, you put your shoulder down and run over them. You make them feel the blow. You don't take it. Because by the fourth quarter, if you're pounding them and they're feeling that blow, they're not going to want it anymore. Line, if you are pounding them and the running backs, you are hitting them, making them feel it every time they hit you. Matter of fact, don't let them hit you. You hit them. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be feeling it, and if the game's close, that's where it comes into play. And Jeff, personally, if you see us, coaches see us, whatever, I would put everything on the table. Don't be afraid to run that new offense. I'm not saying I never play because the single wing is what's working. But throw everything at them. Make that defense think. Don't let them sit back and maybe think, oh, here comes the wing, here comes the wing. Run it all. Run everything. And for goodness gracious, please, even if it's this week coming up, put in some pass plays. It's not going 30 and 40 yards down the field. you can easily run screenplays, make something up. And if you run that old offense, or the new offense, I guess that one guy over on the left side, the weak side, the slot receiver, we never use him. Use him for something. Have him come down like he's blocking, then release. Teams aren't used to us doing that. I mean, make them think. Just, we got to use everything. Screen passes. I mean, that's my 2 cents. You know, you all go do what you're going to do, but that's my 2 cents. You got to lay it all on the table to go to the next round. And these kids need to know that's what you're going to do. The kids can do it if you let them do it. But, you know, work them this week and throw it all out there. Now defense. You know, like I said, defensive line, you have got to clog the holes. You can't let these linemen get to the second level and get to the linebackers, you know, and just shield them off where they can't, you know, see where the running back's going, and these running backs are getting 6 and 7 yards. It's going to happen some, of course, but you've come off that ball and knocked that line back. Just like on offense, when a lineman, you should be coming off flat, which you're not, but come off that ball hard. On offense, come off that ball hard, back flat, and knock the defensive line back. On defense, you should come off the ball flat when that ball is snapped and knock that line back, especially if they're pulling, if they're trapping. Knock them off that. You know, that's going to screw the whole blocking assignment up. That'll let the linebackers flow, and things will happen for everybody. And you front seven, linemen and linebackers, you have got to take care of your business. Because the secondary is looking in the backfield, watching you all, because, you know, the running backs are busting through, and they're feeling like, I think they got to turn around and come help make a tackle. So they're losing their guys, and they can't catch up. And that's where these guys are running free, or one of the reasons. Secondary, I don't know what to say, let's be honest. You all have not played good this year. And I don't know if it's coaching the secondary or just you all. But, you know, you can put a hand on the receiver. You can't grab them and stop them, but you can't touch them. I mean, you can run down the field with your hand touching him so you know where he's at. You know, turn. When you see him, his eyes get big, you know he's going to get ready to catch the ball. The ball's there. Turn around. You don't have to intercept it, but you at least knock it down. And if you absolutely get burnt, it's not a spot foul in high school football. It's a 15-yard penalty. Then grab the guy. Don't let him burn you for a touchdown. Make them still work for it. Simple things, guys. Simple things. You know, I'm sure the coaches know all this. I guess you need to remind the guys. Maybe you do. I don't know. You know, we really need to, you know, work on the passing. I think we'll go too far, but we don't pass the ball in the playoffs. Number 21, I'm pretty sure you play basketball too. You're a big, long kid, and you know how to screen people off like you do in basketball. Screen these guys off when the pass is up. Just screen them off like you would get the ball inside and make a shot in basketball and catch that ball. Because you're taller than most of these guys. You know, you use your size to your advantage. But defensive backs, quit looking in the backfield. Stay with your guy. Stay with your guy. If that running back breaks free, then you let the coach deal with, you know, that front seven, front eight, whatever, on why they did not get a tackle, why they are not getting off their blocks, so forth. I mean, you stay with your guy until you hear whatever you need to hear to know that, hey, this guy's breaking free. That's what's going to take. That's what's going to take. But you can beat this team. It's going to take a lot. But, you know, they only beat Fort Chiswell, was it 25-7, 27-7, something like that. So, you know, they didn't blow them out of the water. So, you know, we can score on them, I think. And we got to play fundamental football, which we haven't done real well all year. If we do that, we got to have good play calling, of course. We got to lay it all on the table. This is my opinion, so people, you can go off if you want, whatever. But I'm telling you, Jeff, I would not be afraid to come out first play of the game and throw a pass. It don't need to be a bomb, but throw a pass and let them think right off the bat, hey, what's going on here? Hey, and if it's complete for a first down, why don't you throw another one? You got the first down. Make them think, what's going on here? Why is Giles throwing football like this? I know you don't want to get behind the 8 ball and have to play catch up. I understand that. We're not a catch up team. But, you got to have them thinking also. But that's my 2 cents on some things. Defense, that's the main key. Defensive backs, you've got to stay with your guy. You've got to stay with him. You can't worry about the run back breaking free. That's up to the linebackers and defensive linemen. You guys got to do your job. Offense, lineman, it's you. Run backs, you got to hold onto the ball and hit the hole hard. The lineman, it's you to make the holes. Just quit standing straight up. Come off that ball low and hard. Stay on them hips till that whistle blows. And just by the end of the game, nobody should see your uniform white with no grass stains or dirt, mud, whatever. You should be dirty from walling guys on the ground. I haven't seen that much this year. So, change it. Change it. It all depends on you. So if you want to advance, line, it's on you. Both sides of the ball, secondary on defense, it'll score right on you because they're both at the ball. You just got to stay with your guys. If you get burnt, if you're absolutely burnt, my opinion, grab them, make them work for it. Don't give up a cheap touchdown. Play physical, play aggressive. Don't be stupid and get stupid penalties. But let them know, you're not going to push us around. If you're going to win, you're going to fight for it. And play your hearts out, boys. Play your hearts out. It's 5 games. Anything can happen. It happened for Black Spur a couple years ago. They went to playoffs. What was it, 5-5, and won the state championship. Who knows what you can finish. But that's my 2 cents. Like I said, Jeff, lay it on the table, man. Lay it on the table. I can't say enough. Lineman, if you have any pride at all in yourself, play aggressive, play mean, be the meanest people on the field, and just wallow these guys in the ground so these running backs have holes. But anyway, that's why we're playing Grayson. What I've heard, I would love to see tomorrow that we all was wrong when we got in errors. But everything would stay the same as what I said tonight as far as blocking and all the other stuff for them. But it seems like we got Grayson County. That's what we got to do. It's up to you all. We'll be there rooting you on. And if I hear anything different, I'll post it on Facebook. Until then, hey, I'll see you Friday night. I'll be posting what's going on, what's going down. And after the game, when I get home or Saturday morning, maybe I'll do a little video on what's going on. But see y'all guys later.